Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and start, dude. I'm trying to get safe.
This is Ruben and Jonathan's epic road trip, or Jonathan and Ruben's epic road trip. However you want it, however you want to phrase it. That's what we're doing. This is our traveling podcast. We took it on the road because we're so successful with the two. We have to take it on the road.
You have no idea. You have no idea. P. Diddy's asking me to do podcasts with him now and do all kinds of crazy shit.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so we're pulling out right now.
You pull out normally? I don't.
Damn. Fucking savage over here.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
ladies.
bust inside, tell her stand up. Let gravity
And
do the
gents.
work.
I'm hoping
Oh,
that...
there's chicken here.
Is it chicken? Where's
Yeah,
there
that's
chicken?
what it's chicken in there.
There's 8
Oh, that's why all those people of that certain race were there. I was wondering why they were there.
I'm not going to justify that with a comment. Anyways, they're just pulling out of a gas station. Some of you that watch all of my content will have the privilege of seeing like kind of where this is in the vlog, because I'm probably gonna release a vlog before this video actually. And once again, technical difficulties.
Shut up! Oh,
Turn right onto the ramp.
That's fine.
you're a
that's
woman.
fine, I
You
get
don't
it.
need to tell me.
Oh fuck! This is why you're single.
Can't
So
confirm nor deny that.
Hey,
Look at these
is
guys.
the guy peeing like on the side
Yeah,
of the
he's
road?
peeing on the road. Well, I guess we could have done that.
Oh, he's got dogs. He's got little dogs.
Oh, okay.
Actually, Wolf was just waiting to pick those up.
Eagle's gonna come. Just take it off.
So once again, I apologize for technical difficulties because this isn't like the cleanest setup, and
Nope.
the camera is going to be very shaky. But hey, what are you complaining about? You're getting a free podcast. Danger overhead has lines above. What? What does that mean?
I guess those power lines.
Oh, okay. I gotta get this. I gotta get this Ferrari back to 100 miles an hour.
That's our cruising speed.
Let me get back this 100 miles an hour. I'm gonna
We're
stop
in
here
the-
to shift.
We're in the Batman tumbler
Yeah.
from Batman
You
Begins.
guys ever seen that? That's a badass car.
That's what we're in.
So I don't know what I mean, I think these mics are really good about blocking out outside noise.
Pretty good.
And because last time that we filmed the podcast, I was watching that whenever my pups were running around in the background causing trouble, like it didn't pick up any of that.
No.
It picked up just us.
Well, that's good.
You wouldn't fucking
No,
know
I
about
wouldn't. I
that
haven't
because
seen
you
them
don't
yet.
watch the fucking videos, you asshole.
I haven't seen them yet, man.
How dare you? First you complain to me that you're not getting like any airtime and shit, because you're bitching about me that one time because you're like, oh, you cut out the clip where I was like doing this and da-da-da-da-da. Remember that?
No.
You're complaining like you were like dripping out of your like vagina.
I don't recall.
Oh yeah,
that.
there was that one time that you helped me film a workout vlog, and you were like, "Oh, you."
Oh,
you-
that one,
you-
yeah, I did
you
all
didn't
those-
post that.
Yeah.
You didn't post that. How come you didn't post?
Yeah, dude, I did all those crazy camera angles for you. I got the taint shot right above. You know where the taint is. I got that shot. I had to crawl under there. Do you think I like that?
Got teabagged.
Yeah. I took one for the team. Man, it wasn't even on video.
But he was complaining about it, so he doesn't even watch the ones I uploaded already. Got 2
No.
podcasts with you on it.
I
You don't
saw.
even watch.
Well, I saw the one. I
Which
saw the
one
one.
did you see?
The
Which
first
did
one
you
we
see?
did. I saw the first one we did like 5 times.
Oh, okay. Liar.
The second one I haven't seen.
Hasn't even seen anything. But anyways, so I apologize that the camera's a little shaky. I mean, we're in a car, so there's only so much I can do. I don't got like levitation powers. And yeah, anything in particular you want to discuss? I don't think we have a topic today. I think we're just
No.
2 dudes chilling in a car and not being weird.
13-hour trip.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Normal.
saying?
The normal.
And like I would show you guys the outside. If you guys want to see what the outside looks like, look at my vlog because it literally looks like that the whole time.
I'll give you a description. Some
Dirt.
desert.
Dirt and wild bush. Ah, wild bush.
Hate wild bush, especially this one because it looks the same. If you've seen one desert shrub, you've seen all the desert shrubs.
It just looks the same, man.
There's some mountains, not like grassy mountains, rock mountains, dirt rock mountains. Also tires.
This road sucks. Yeah, so anything you want to talk about? I just felt like it'd be cool to do a podcast while we're on here and on the way there.
Should you tell them where we're going? In case they might
Well,
not see
by
that
now,
one?
by now they've probably seen the vlog. If you haven't seen the vlog, I'll link it down below.
Okay.
But we took a trip. We're taking a trip. Right now, we're in the middle of it. So if you want to be crazy, you could go watch that video and see how it played out, and then go and see this video and then say, oh, everything they said was nothing like it actually happened. Or it could be exactly like we thought it was going to happen. I don't know.
It might
But
have.
this is our what are we in? Like an hour in? We're actually, I think, officially
We're-
an hour in to this trip.
Yeah, about an hour. A little bit, maybe No, about an hour. We're making good time, actually.
Yeah, so like I'm not, because I'm wongoning in this Ferrari. This Ferrari is letting me go like 100 miles an hour. Ferrari. So, yeah, so like in reality, I didn't say this in the vlog, but we're planning on going to this art thing that I found. I don't know how I found it. I think I was just Google imaging, like, I think I was Google imaging dragons for some other reason, and I found this giant dragon made out of steel. Like, it's an art piece that's sitting in the middle of the desert, and interestingly enough, it's actually like between me and Boski. So I said, screw it, if we're gonna go visit Boski, we might as well just go see this art thing I've been wanting to go see, and I thought that was kind of cool. Now, another thing you guys will see is that you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, will probably see a lot of pictures about this trip after the fact, because Boski doesn't know that we're coming. And so I wanted to surprise him. Like he thinks, like, probably when he's going to see it, he's going to be like, oh, these niggas just decided to show up real quick. But the reality is, like, we talked about this, 2 weeks ago?
Maybe a little bit longer than that, actually.
Like, we talked about doing this trip. Like, it's not that long of a trip. It's just, you know,
it's a little boring. There's not much.
This trip is boring. Like, there's not much to see. But I guess because it's like a desert, man. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
like, it's
if you don't know where
dirt.
Arizona is, it's in the middle of a desert. It's literally between the most level land between a bunch of mountains and desert. And they're like, you know where would be a good town? Right here. And that's it. And when you leave that 50-mile radius that the greater Phoenix area is, you fucking see mountains and desert again. So it's boring. It's a boring trip.
Well, California is kind of a desert, right? Certain areas of California are just like Arizona, except not as hot.
Well, it's more populated. The thing is, you think Arizona is really populated? It's not. It's super not populated.
What are you talking about? Arizona's pretty populated.
When you get out of the 50-mile, 100-mile radius of Arizona, the town, or Phoenix, maybe not even 100 miles.
Well, I think that's every town, dude. I think once you get out of 100 miles out of New York, it's like it's not on the East Coast, because the East Coast is full of shit.
Yeah.
Like, the East Coast has been built since.
Well, if I drop a dead body over there, you're never gonna find it.
Well, at some point, maybe. Nah, you probably won't find it.
No, you're never gonna find it.
I mean, you have to go out of your way.
Yeah.
But at some point, maybe a wolf will bring a bone to a dude, and you're gonna be like, wait, this is a human bone.
Where'd you find this?
Why'd you just cut me off, bro? Hey, didn't we pass this guy before?
Well, we lost some time. We gotta catch up.
I'm gonna pass all of you again. This is my road. My road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did pass the guy. Yeah, we had to. Well, we stopped, so we gotta make up for some time.
Some of you guys will get that. Oh, I passed him, and now he's going behind me. What up, son? This is my road.
Well,
you guys will not get that.
Maybe you shouldn't play with the Batman tumbler.
Nope.
Oh, that dude cut him off.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
it's getting serious behind us. It's like Mad Max back there.
It's getting crazy. Damn, put that dude in his place. He's just
like, you know where you're supposed to be, behind me.
All right.
At all times.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's kind of.
I'm alpha. You're beta.
So we're doing this. So I don't think we have a certain subject.
No, I think we're just gonna go off the cuff, and I don't know how long we'll make this. Like, I like how long the first one was. The first video we made was 30 minutes. The second video we made, where I ranted for, I kid you not, 14 minutes before I let you talk in that video. That video was 44 minutes. 45 minutes, yeah.
That's a long time, dude.
That's a long time, but some people like them, man. Like, I had some people make comments of,
hey, we passed this guy too.
What up? Holla at your boy. I had some people say they liked the podcast. In fact, a lot of people seem like they liked. Some people were very vocal about it. Not on YouTube comments. How dare you not post on YouTube? But some people that are close to me that actually watch my content said they liked it, and so we thought we'd just do a little bit more of them. But I actually had some people that I don't know personally that actually voiced that they liked the podcast. I thought this car just made a weird noise.
That's what I heard too, right?
And I would say her name, but I don't want to. First of all, say it incorrectly, and secondly, I'm driving, and so I know I'm going to say it badly. So anyways, these are for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy these. I just like podcasts, first of all, because a lot of people have a long commute. Like, I have a long... Dude, my car's making weird noises.
It's making a whiny noise.
It's making like a whine. I think it's like the tires.
I think I'm going to go with this tires because they're gripping the road so tight.
That Ferrari needs that grip, though. And
right.
Some of you guys that have seen this fucking video, my vlog already, are like, these idiots are not driving a Ferrari. We saw what the car was already. Anyways, so I like vlogs because I have a long commute, man. Like, I have a long commute. And so I like listening to podcasts because it gets my mind off of the anger that is stop and go traffic. Yeah. I hate stop and go traffic. And so it's another reason why you're going to see me wongoning past cars here. And so
you can probably see it in the background. Actually.
Oh, I'm sure they can see it in the background. They're like, wait. How is this guy passing so many cars? And so Ferrari. And so I like podcasts. Plus, there's some really, really good podcasts out there that either fit your needs as far as interests, not needs, interests. And there are podcasts out there that are like maybe thought-provoking, and that's what some of these are for me. Like, I recommended some stuff that I like the JRE podcast, the Joe Rogan Experience. He's got a wide range of stuff. The Bill Burr podcast, just one guy ranting for like an hour, but he's a comedian, so he's freaking hilarious. Like, I cannot rant for an hour and make it that funny. And the Ari Shaffir I love because it's like he gets deep into some topics that maybe you might not think about, but it gives you perspective. And I think that's sometimes what life is about. Like, you get perspective from different viewpoints, and it changes your opinion on things. Because I would never understand your perspective because I've never lived your life. And therefore, maybe understanding what you're going through and understanding why you are who you are gives you a better understanding of people. This guy needs to get out the way.
Slowing us down.
Yeah, man, I'm making good time right now. At least I'm getting that drag coefficient, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hashtag Zoids. What you guys know about that Zoids?
Doing the shake and bake from Ricky Bobby.
Shake and bake. Dude, that was so laborious. They were like shake, and then they're like, and bake.
I wonder if that actually, is that how NASCAR actually works? Is there any actual science in NASCAR besides turning left all the time?
Well, I think there is science. Like, you got to cut the road a certain way, right?
Is it actual science or is it BS science that they made up to justify the sport?
No, I think it's actually science now. Like, because now they actually have legitimate people that are in the sport. Like, back in the day when they were just, like, transporting alcohol across
we're
lines.
going to go left all day. Yeah.
I don't know if it's the fact that we're going really fast in this car or this car just doesn't get that great gas mileage because we're almost at half a tank.
No
we're a
fucking
little bit
way.
over. Well, we're a quarter down. I round down.
We were one gun last time when we picked it up. A bit.
Dude, this road stinks.
Well, they can't redo this road. There's only one road in and out of Arizona.
But that's the problem. They needed to have a good road because there's only one in out road. In and out road. About blah, 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 blah.
You know, if the monster from
that's gonna be a GIF. Somebody's gonna go naughty on that.
You know, if the monster from Cloverfield or Godzilla ever comes from California, we're all gonna be screwed out of luck. Because
okay, so who do you think would win, Clover or Godzilla?
Godzilla,
Cloverfield, that monster thing, which you never really saw what it looked like, has those little spider things that come out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and probably Godzilla, dude. He's badass in that. The
new one is actually pretty good, man.
Dude, I was giving that movie so much shit before I saw it, and when I saw it, I was like, this movie needs to be...
Maybe that should be like a podcast about shows and movies.
That's what I was going to suggest we do.
Oh, I hurt my... Anyways.
Yeah, I was going to suggest we do that. But yeah, the new Godzilla was fucking awesome.
The new Godzilla was good. The only thing I didn't like about the new Godzilla is it was a cock tease. Like, the whole video, like, the whole time you're like, I want to see what this thing looks like. I want to see what it looks like. What does it look like? And then at the very end, you get it. But the cool thing is that when you do get it, he just starts beating the shit out of other stuff. I think I just spoiled it. Spoiler warning. Fuck it. Spoiler this whole podcast because you guys are going to hear shit about stuff and it's going to be, like, spoiler-ish. Like, the bad thing, you know what the best scene of Godzilla was?
Gold Nugget Road.
That's right. Golden Nugget Road. You know what we should tag that and block a couple of letters. Anyways, so what you know what the best part of Godzilla was? Like, at the very end when he comes in and that Mothra thing, just spoiler, is like he's fighting that Mothra thing, and then like that Mothra thing is getting the upper hand, and then Godzilla's like, fuck you, and he just rips his mouth open and he just fucking throws the fire thing in his mouth, and he's like, awesome. And he just melts that thing. I was like, oh snap, son.
Because that thing was fucking doing a VTOR on him. It was just ducking him. It was just ducking him the whole movie.
Yeah, man, Godzilla gets crazy.
And Godzilla was like, what the fuck, homie? You gonna throw down with me or what?
Well, it's like, it's
you
really
your
funny.
Bitch over here to fight me. I want you, homie.
Well, it's really funny because like at the end you feel bad when Godzilla falls on the stone and you're like, oh, I like that guy. And then like he gets back up and you're like, yeah.
And everybody was like, oh shit, Godzilla's awake. Like, that's our homie. It's crazy how quick.
Did you give a shit when they killed off the guy from Breaking Bad?
Not really.
I was like, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
that dude should have been like Suther. I'm not going to get into that. We can't get into that.
Oregon.
Yeah, he should have been like Suther.
Learn how to drive Oregon.
Instead of that guy from Facebook. It's a woman. What do you expect?
Once again, angry voicemails or Twitters or Instagram sent to him. I am all for equality.
I am also about that. Just as long as they're not driving.
I like how there's like a cross out here, like someone died.
Probably did. Drug smuggling.
Oh shit, son! I think we're getting close to Blythe, California.
Oh yeah. We're doing a good job of time, man.
Yeah, man.
I think we're gonna make it there before Boski's party starts.
So, is there any plans on what we're gonna do on that dragon? Like, should I just take off my shirt and just start flexing next to it?
Yeah.
Should I just pretend like I'm Goku and like I'm making a wish to the Dragon Balls?
You should have brought your Dragon Balls.
I was going to, but I was like, it seems like a big hassle for a
They're
picture.
gonna be like, these guys are idiots. We're kicking them off of here.
You know what I should have done? I should have gone to Hot Topic and bought a Goku shirt.
Oh yeah, you should have done that.
Yeah.
You should have got the Scouters.
Unless you could find like a Hot Topic on the way here to that dragon thing, we could stop at.
It's true. We're over here in California. We got to go to some stores, compare prices. Like just go into Target, see how much more expensive their Targets are than ours.
Do you have any freaking reference as to how expensive our stuff is?
Yeah.
What's that demon thing in the back of this guy's Jeep?
That's that witch doctor mask from Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, dude, isn't that a badass game? I miss PlayStation games, man.
I never beat it. Did you ever beat Crash Bandicoot?
I beat the first one. I beat the first one. Dude, speaking of video games, you know what's a hard freaking game that I just literally had to go and watch what it was about? Eligible Monster, you know that guy?
Mm-hmm.
The comic book historian guy? He has got that gaming one. I just watched a video on what Mega Man Zero is about. Why? Because that game is so freaking hard. Mega Man Zero is so freaking...
Yes,
like,
it is.
Mega Man X was somewhat difficult if you didn't take your time. Like, you and I lost patience with it because we just don't take our time with stuff. Like, we grew up in Mario generation.
Yeah.
And if you know anything about Mario, like Super Mario or Mario Brothers or whatever, like, you know the OG players by one thing. You know what that thing is?
What?
When you're an OG Mario player and you got the Super Nintendo, you're always holding that run button.
Yeah.
You always hold the run button and you just pivot your finger. You pivot your finger and that's how you jump.
Mm-hmm.
That's an OG player. Like somebody who's never played Mario doesn't ever play that button and just use that finger. You use your thumb to jump.
Yeah.
That's the difference between an OG Mario player and a non-OG Mario player. And so, like, Mega Man to me was an excuse to just run the whole thing. And sometimes you gotta be tactful with it. But Mega Man Zero, man, that game was hard, and it was on the handheld, which made it even harder for some reason. But that was a hard game. Cool story, though. I finally got what it was about. I didn't know what it was about because I never played them all.
What was it about?
Basically, what ended up happening is, like, after the events of Mega Man X, because Mega Man X... So, I'm going to run through this very quickly for some of you guys that care. Mega Man X was a story of, like, how they found Zero, and then they made a special unit of robots, Reploids or whatever, that combated Mavericks. And Mavericks were robots, Reploids, that would attack or hurt humans. And so they gave them a whole new distinction as Mavericks. And so they made a special team that were like Maverick Hunters, which included X, which included Zero, which included like all the main bad guys from the first Mega Man X game were all good guys. Like the Penguin and all that other shit, they were all good guys. Well, what ended up happening was that there was this virus. We probably should slow down around here. There was this virus that infected all of the Reploids and made them evil. Well, it infected Sigma, which was the leader of the Reploid Maverick team or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the Maverick Hunters. He was a leader of them. And it infected him, and then he started infecting all the other ones, and that's why you fight the Penguin and all the other ones, because he infects them all. Well, at the end of that game, you defeat everybody, and after all of the X games, you find out that Wily, the scientist. So there was like Dr. Light, who's the one that always gives Mega Man the power-ups. Well, there was the bad guy, the bad one, Wily, I think his name is.
Yeah, something like that.
He created Zero, and what he did is he put the virus, the Sigma virus, in Zero's pod, and so when they released him, he released the Sigma virus on everybody.
Dang.
And nobody knew it. So at the end, like, Zero found out he was created by him and did all this stuff, and it was this big thing. And so what ended up happening is that in the end, you fight Sigma multiple times throughout the X games, and you finally defeat him. And what ends up happening is that Zero somehow like puts himself away because he knows that he did this and he doesn't want to be in trouble or something like that. And then in the Mega Man Zero games, what ends up happening is that Mega Man continued on after the X series, but you never find out what happens. And you wake up as Mega Man Zero. You wake up as Zero, basically, and you're trying to find out what happened to X and what happened. And there's like these things called elves, and there's all these other stuff. So throughout the series, essentially what you find out in Mega Man Zero in all 4 games is that Mega Man kept fighting, but in order to contain the Sigma virus, they made something called a Mother Elf. And the Mother Elf contained the Sigma virus, but Mega Man X had to put it inside of him in order to contain it. And so another crazy ass robot scientist ended up turning the Mother Elf into a evil elf or some shit. That's what they just called it. And what they ended up doing was Mega Man ended up kind of like dying off, and he turned into kind of like an elf, which is just basically a program. That's all the elves are. They're programs. And he's trying to help Zero along the way. What you find out is that somehow Zero's body that was put away was actually turned into like this giant Omega robot that you have to fight at the end. But his spirit or whatever, like the spark in Transformers would be, got transferred into his new body, and that's what's going on. And so X, they made a copy of X at some point, and you have to fight that one, and it's a big old freaking ordeal. But long story short, like, that's what ends up happening. Like, it continues from the X series where the virus was contained, but the thing that was containing it turned evil, and it started taking over stuff, and then it started it's a big old ordeal. But long story short, like, X is not around anymore, but he like died and then went into like basically like the electronic universe or whatever. And Zero, I don't know what happens to Zero. I think at the end of the X Mega Man Zero series, like, you just see a broken helmet and you don't know what happened to him. So he's either alive or he survived, because he was at a space station that was about to crash into the planet. But basically, like, the planet ends up being like non-livable for humans, so they go underground, and like the robots are up, like the Reploids are up in the top of the world trying to figure things out.
Jeez, this sounds complicated as balls.
Well,
man.
you know what's funny? I didn't know about this, but apparently, like, the story was supposed to end at Mega Man X6. And the creator like wanted to stop there, but without his acknowledgement or his approval, Capcom kept making the other 3.
Bastards.
And they continued the story, which kind of fucked it up. It didn't make it an easy transition from X to Zero. And so when Zero came along, they kind of like switched things a little bit so they'd make it work. And now the creator of Mega Man is now creating a new game that looks like Mega Man, but it's not Mega Man. And it just got crowdfunded a couple months ago, and people are like going jolly all over it because it's from the original creator, which is, he had the idea. I don't know how these guys do it, man. Like, I don't know if they have this idea, like when the guys created Mega Man X, did they have this whole giant plot already made, or did they just plan it along the way? I've always been fascinated to know.
I'm pretty sure they have the idea.
But do you think they go into it saying like, hey, we're gonna make 6 games? It's gonna take us 6 games to say this plot?
Probably.
You know what I mean? Like, that to me seems crazy. Like the guys that make like BioShock, right?
Yeah.
Like, did they know that BioShock was going to tie into Infinite, and Infinite was going to be this crazy? Like, I guess in the end, like, they had an idea, right?
Probably they always have an idea. Is like, okay, we have an idea for a game, and then we better have another idea just in case we are actually this one's successful. But I don't think they plan like for 4 or 5 games. I think a lot of like Capcom, if you're working for one of the Asian companies, you probably plan ahead and are like, hey, when you pitch it, you're like, I got this story and it might need 5 games. And they probably are like, yeah, okay. But I think if you're like an American creator, I think it's a little bit different.
Well, I don't think that's the case, because you can't say like, well, America does it one way and Japanese does it the other one, because like it's not like there isn't American creators in the Japanese games and there's Japanese creators in the American games. Like, at this point, they just flip-flop. They're just employees. I gotta be careful around these rocks, you know what I'm saying? Cops could be anywhere. My red Ferrari draws attention.
I think so, dude. This
Ferrari.
rocks are pretty rugged.
Popos like to hide, though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think they just plan it better. I think they have a bigger plan.
What's the best game you played in 2016?
2016?
2015.
I haven't really played that many games.
We haven't played that many this year.
No.
Was BioShock Infinite in this year?
Last year.
I fucking still love that game. That game's like historically, like first of all, the gameplay is really good. Like I like first person stuff because I feel like you immerse yourself better in the game. Versus like a third person where you're like, I guess that's me. I don't look like that. But like you're seeing it through the eyes of the character, which I feel like it gives you a better idea of what it looks like, what it's like to be that person.
Yeah, I haven't really played games this year too much. Have I? I haven't even done too much on the channel lately.
No, you need to stop bullshitting and get some content out.
But me and Rachel, my sister, which if you watch my channel, you might have heard her on one video. Yeah, we were doing the Star Wars The Force Unleashed to get ready for...
I think that game was really slow starting, though. Like, you didn't even wait.
Well, yeah, The Force Awakens. She lost her patience real quick. So, she didn't want to join me for the other ones. And it sucked because I actually had her on there for, like, 2 more videos, but stupid recorder messed up and it deleted those things, so I couldn't do them. So I had to do them myself. But she was on there for actually 2 more videos, and the other 2 were actually pretty good. She got a little more loose with it.
We need to start doing for your channel is doing highlights, because it doesn't seem like people are watching full playthroughs. Plus, it's like we're not doing full playthroughs. Like, I was the only one that's ever done a full playthrough on your channel.
Well, because I give up halfway through. I'm like, I love this game so much that I cannot do it anymore. That's what I say normally.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Well, me and her are going to do Transformers Devastation starting Wednesday.
You didn't do any playthroughs.
Yeah, me and her are going to do Transformers Devastation starting Wednesday. So I'm off all week, so.
You're off for a whole week?
Yeah, homie.
Damn, son.
It's a good thing about being a space cowboy. You get a lot of time off. It's my job.
I guess. I wish I had a week off for no reason.
So,
but you don't get paid. That sucks.
No, I don't get paid. That is what sucks. So, yeah, I got the whole week off, so we're going to start that.
Note to self, over almost 2 hours in, and my ass already hurts.
We didn't walk around too much over there.
I need to do like 20 deep squats the next gas station we get to.
Well, yeah, that gas
deep
station
squats,
was...
ass to grass, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I didn't want to stay too much.
Get a leg pump going.
I didn't want to stay too much at that gas station because it was a little bit shady, so...
Why, the dogs? The dog shady?
What, the actual dogs, or you mean those people in there?
No, the dogs, like the fucking canine breed.
No, just some...
Is everybody slowing down because the Pueblos you had right there?
I guess so. Yeah, so me and her are going to start that on Wednesday, or whenever the 6th is. I think it's Wednesday. So we're going to start that then. And I might just do, like you're saying, just go.
Yeah, you want to do just highlights. You got to do highlights. We'll talk about specifics on how to do that, because that way you can make it more efficient. Yeah.
So,
but we'll talk about that sometime.
Depending when you put this up, you can put the link in there if I do it.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to put this up within a couple days because podcasts are really easy for me to edit. There's not a lot of editing going on to them. I just got to match this audio to video, and that's not bad at all. If we had if there was more interest in these podcasts, like if there was a big following to them or whatever, like then we could get a real cool setup where it's like a studio setup and we have 2 cameras and we alternate cameras between us, and that's all cool and dandy. But the problem with that is like it takes a lot higher production value. Like you and I, if we had topics, could bust out one of these in like a day easily. We could do like 1, 2, 3 a week. The problem is, here's a biomed truck again.
Hey, we passed this guy.
Dude, how long were we at that gas station?
We were only there it couldn't have been longer than 10 minutes.
What is going on, man? Yeah, so, I mean, we could get these out pretty fast. The problem is just finding topics. So once again, if you guys have topics that you guys want to talk about, whether it's fitness stuff or whatever, I'm down to talk about anything. Like, post them down below or send me a private message or Instagram message or private Instagram or YouTube message.
Yeah. And this week I'll start, because I haven't done too much of this I haven't plugged this stuff too much on my channel. Damn, next rest stop 27 miles.
Means you better get your rest in now, dude.
You better flex your ass muscles a little bit.
My lower back's on to bother me. Get me straighten up here. Get that good position for my back. Oh, people are slowing down.
Why are people slowing down? Why are you doing that, homie?
I think I need to turn this AC up a little bit. It's getting a little
It's getting a little warm. What the fuck are you guys doing?
Dude, what the heck, man?
What is it? Roadwork 1 mile. It's 1 mile away, guys. What are we worried about? Yeah,
so... how to turn this AC up. I can only do so many things. I got like a mic. There you go. Well, that's the temperature. You need to find out how to put that fan thing up higher. See? I think these are all AC controls right here. But I don't know how to do this.
There you go, I did it.
Oh, how'd you do that? What'd you turn?
This one.
Oh.
There we
Good
go.
looking out. Good looking out.
Yeah, so this week I'm going to start plugging this stuff more on my channel. So they might... So if you got ideas, if you see me on that channel, you can talk about random stuff. We'll talk about any random stuff on my channel too.
Damn, son, we haven't even hit Blythe yet. I thought we hit Blythe already.
No, we're a little bit further away.
You think they're gonna give a shit when they see like all these recording devices like on the car during the California stop?
No.
And they see a camera taped to like the freaking car, and they're gonna be like,
No, I'll be like, we're
guys?
bloggers. We're also gay, so I don't know if that helps.
Why would that help?
When's the last time a gay person did anything wrong? Like, we're going to California to get married? Or something gay like that? I don't know.
Hey, dude, that'd be a sweet discount on our taxes.
That's right.
Dude.
It says here you're married, sir. I'm like, yeah, I'm married to my best friend.
Hey, if we get on this ramp on this truck, we could just avoid driving altogether.
That's what I'm thinking. He's going
Take a
like 2
nap.
miles an hour.
And we'll get there in like 3 hours past the day.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. We don't got really topics. We just talk about random shit most days.
Once again, back to the original thing I was talking about. I love Bioshock Infinite. If you guys haven't played Bioshock Infinite, it's probably cheap as hell now. Go buy that.
I actually saw you can pick up almost all three of them for like under $30.
I thought about buying the
$20.
first ones, but I just saw the story of them, and so I'm kind of like, eh.
The first one's, I will say, because I played the first one.
The first one looked like it was good. The
it
second
was
one looks
the-
like they tried too hard.
Yeah, the gameplay, the physics or the game mechanics were very good on the first one. I will give them that.
Well, the story on the second one looked like it was a slightly different version of the first
Yeah.
one. Like,
Well,
I
it's
didn't like
because,
that.
yeah, they're all in different Earth. Do you remember that show Sliders?
No.
Oh, God, you don't remember
What
that?
is Sliders about?
It was with, I forget the dude's name, but it was some dude. He basically made a Stargate.
You made a
And
Stargate?
yeah, he made a Stargate.
That's a good show. If you guys have into sci-fi stuff, watch Stargate.
Or the movie. Watch the movie.
The movie's good, but I feel like the show you like.
Yeah, you
characters
get more.
because that
stuff
Colonel
in there.
O'Neill's hilarious.
That burger looks good.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
So
I have to get in that second Quest bar. Quest bar, sponsored by Quest Bars. Quest, you want to sponsor me?
Also sponsored by Reebok, if you want to.
Quest, if you want to just hook me up with sponsorship.
Reebok.
I'm down for free bars. I've never tried your protein because I don't hate your protein. I just don't drink protein. I like to eat. I'm a pig.
Reebok, I'm down for sponsorship too. I don't think you guys cater
You
to
want
the
to be
nerd.
you want to be the guy at the CrossFit Games who's just giving out shirts and water?
No, I want them to give me that stuff. I don't want to do any work for them.
I don't know if that's how it works, son.
Yeah, I'll plug your shit everywhere I go. I'm like Reebok.
Free shoes would be awesome. Those Reebok guys, those
Yeah.
CrossFit guys are just getting free shoes and shirts all the time. I'm like, oh, I want free
All
stuff.
vehicles must stop next
Once
half
again,
miles.
Yeah, well, it's the California stop.
Oh,
Once
fuck.
again, shout out to Nordic Lifting. You don't give me any money, but thanks for free stuff. I like free stuff. And thanks for giving my subscribers free stuff. And some of you that are subscribed to me, be aware there's going to be giveaways. I haven't done more giveaways. Like, I have the wristband still, and I have, but I'm going to start giving away free Nordic lifting products. So I just need to figure out from Henrik. Oh, I said his name. Maybe I shouldn't have said his name. I need to find out from the owner of...
Should we stop for a second while we...
No, fuck
get
that. We're going to
inspected?
keep going. No.
No, they're going to get mad.
Why are you being such a vagina right now?
Because the cops are going to be like, "What are these cops or just they
no,
just
they're
ask
just
what
going
the
to
fuck we're
stop
doing?"
you, and they're going to just tell you go or
cool.
go not.
Oh, cool. All
You're
right.
such a girl.
I didn't know. I never...
You're such a girl right
Last
now.
time I went to California,
Hold
I
on.
didn't have to do
I'm
this.
going to put the mic down because I need to
All
drive
right.
and fucking... Don't stop recording now. Just
I'm
leave it.
not stop recording.
He's probably going to question the mic. You.
Well, okay, that was stupid.
See, your vagina was fucking crying
Well,
the whole
the
time.
other- the other one-
Here, let me get you a napkin for your vagina, Ruben.
The other
let me
one-
let me get you a vagina napkin. You want a warm towelette? You want something to
I want it-
fucking...
yes, I
you
want it-
You want to stop crying?
I want it warm.
Did they touch your special spot?
They
You
might have.
okay?
The
Jeez.
other one over there
Jeez.
had cops, though.
Stop
so I
talking to
thought
me
that's
right
what it
now.
was.
Stop talking to me right now. You're such a
Look,
girl.
now we're in California. So
Back to
yeah, no, the
Cali,
other
Cali.
one, the other one had cops. So I thought they were gonna
Going
like inspect
back
us
to
already,
back.
but
They're
that
not gonna like
wasn't-
strip search you. They don't even get out
Well, I
of the
thought
car.
they were gonna. Yeah, well, I
They
thought
just,
they were
look, they
gonna
just
check car.
racially profile you. That's all
Oh,
they do.
God.
They just racially
They have,
profile
they have the
you.
little clicker like when you go into club.
Yeah,
They're like
and they're like, oh,
200.
that one's a little too brown. Let's pull that one over. That one's a little too brown. Let's pull them over and make sure they don't have anything on them.
Ah, gotcha.
Like that kid who made that bomb, which is apparently just a clock. Like
yeah,
that. He would have gotten
gotcha.
pulled over. Why? Hey, is that racist? No.
No.
That's what they do. They
That's what they
racially
do.
profile. Tell me what they stop you for. Why would they stop you?
I don't know.
Oh, that King's Knight for some reason looked like not Castleberg. What's that?
Nights in.
No. Dude, are you going to get in this lane or not?
No, fucking pass them.
Fuck it.
What are you going, like 45 now? Hey, and lost all our speed.
Lost a lot of speed.
Lost all our momentum.
Harold and Kumar?
Oh, White Castle.
White Castle. But I don't know why I would think that. There's no White Castles on the West Coast.
No, there's not.
Yeah, now that Ruben stopped crying because he didn't want them to touch his special spot, we're now in California. What up? So, how long is this podcast so far? Damn, we've been talking for 36 minutes.
That's
Jeez.
a long time.
Oh, good job. Good job.
No, you stay right the fuck there.
Stay right there. I'm going to go around you, Iron Man. This car's like shiny like Iron Man.
Shoot, you at shiny and red and you can put it in your mouth.
Once again, BioShock Infinite, great game. Go pick that up. But if you like old school games, like Super Nintendo games, me and Ruben have played a handful of them on his channel. So I'll link his.
Suck.
What?
All those games suck.
Dude, Buster Busts Out was a fucking fun game. Buster Busts Out was the shiznit.
That's what you keep telling me.
What'd you say, 17 p.m.?
Yeah, 12:17.
Oh. It's 2 more hours, dude. We're almost there.
Only 143 more miles to go.
Dude, that's like 1 hour of my driving. In this Ferrari.
Yeah, we're going to pass the Albertsons.
Ferrari.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
it's a Rite Aid.
Rite Aid is that place so you get right. You get right.
Oh, okay.
You get right. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I remember back in high school when kids were like, because you and I didn't grow up in the age of taking showers after gym, which is really disgusting if you think about it. And so like you would like as kid, but I guess back in the day you don't like.
You don't.
It's like pre-puberty kind of puberty, so it's like you don't really sweat and smell. God, man, can you imagine being a high school teacher and like just your class stinks after somebody's come back from gym?
Yeah.
Ugh. But anyways, like back in our day, nobody took showers, right? So, and by the way, I'm gonna throw this out there right now. All you people, like my dad's generation, slightly homophobic,
Yeah.
right? Like our dad's generations are slightly homophobic because they're not around. Like the gay society wasn't as open as it is. Ooh, Popeye's chicken. I've never been there before though.
I don't think I've had that either.
And so they're slightly homophobic. But when you really think about it, how fucked up is it that they like took showers with each other naked, and then they're like homophobic when we didn't, and they're like, whatever, we should be homophobic. Wait, what am I pointing here?
I don't know.
My
Sounds
point
like
is,
you're.
Oh, that was my point. My point is like I feel like there's a little bit of like homophobia because they had to go through that.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
It's probably what it is.
Like I don't give a shit.
Well, because probably.
I don't care about gay people.
Well, because probably.
I got gay friends. They're fucking cool.
Probably one of them.
You know what we need to be friends with? We need to make friends with a cool gay person that is really into style. Because you and I suck at buying shirts. That's why I'm wearing a Goku and Vegeta shirt who are fucking working out. That right there tells you my style.
Yeah.
Except when I wear suits and ties, because, you know, ladies. That's how my voice went like, ladies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's get real sexy.
I wonder where all these people work.
Yeah, they work in Blythe. They work in that Albertsons we just passed by.
I guess so.
And that get right. Oh, that was my point. So back in the day when we used to have to go to gym and we were sweaty and stuff and we had to come back to class, like all the cool kids would be like, hey, you got that get right? I was like, what the fuck is that? What is that get right? And apparently the get right, quote unquote, this Accord's going to cock block me. All right, Accord, you cock block me now, but I'm going to come back with a vengeance in my Ferrari. Be warned.
From Oregon? What the fuck are you
Oregon
doing?
again. I just passed Oregon. Yeah, and they were like, you got that get right? I was like, what is this? What is get right? What's get right? And apparently it's like you would douse yourself in whatever cheap cologne thing you had to get right, quote unquote, or, you know, make yourself not smell like junk after you've been sweating in hot bleachers. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, oh, back in the day, that's when Axe got really popular.
Yeah.
Because everybody, dude, you used to go to guys' locker room and it was like you were snorting Axe because there's so much of it in the air.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, this Xterra is real trying hard so I don't pass it. It's like he's hoping and praying.
He wants to show his woman that he's.
Dude, speaking of that, remember that one time when you and I were in the Z and we were driving and we were like in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know where we were going, but there was that Sebring. It was like a convertible Sebring.
Yeah.
And there was a guy and there was a girl and it must have been his girlfriend. And like at some point we were like gonna pass him and he got all like ego driven and like he started hauling ass and he was like not letting us pass him because he had to show up to his girlfriend and he was like the baddest dude on the road.
Yeah.
And you know, not to stroke my own dick here, but my Z was pretty quick. Like it wasn't like a stock. First of all, it was a Chrysler Sebring, okay? It was a Chrysler fucking Sebring.
I'll give it to him. There was one of the topper end
What, it had like a moonroof?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
It
convertible?
was a topper end. I think it
What?
was a convertible. I'll give it to him. It was a topper end Sebring, but
Topper
still
end? It was a topper
end. Yeah.
The top end Sebring. Yeah, I get that. Fine, it had a convertible.
5 more horsepower than the
But
normal one.
it wasn't anything special.
No.
Like, my Z was like, dude, my Z had a roll cage. Like, it wasn't just
Forgot
there
they had
for
a roll
looks.
cage.
Had a roll cage.
That's how crazy we were ruling the streets. We had a roll cage.
Well, yeah, but I would go
Have
for the
you ever
mountains
been in a car
with
a
a
roll
roll
cage?
Well, I had to put the roll cage
You
in
didn't
it
have the
because,
car for like 2 weeks because they had to weld it into the frame.
like, I didn't. I wanted to have the Oregon really doesn't want me to pass her. I had to put the roll cage in it because, like, I would go up north and just carve the highways, and like up north, and you go up north here, there's actually like you're on a mountain.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, if I'm gonna fucking fly out of here, like I want to have some sort of lasting chance of survival. So I had a roll cage put in, which in reality the car was so low that like the roll cage was really slightly below my head. So if it was to really roll, like my head would get clipped.
Yeah.
I got a big ass head. What are you gonna do?
It's true.
But he said it's true after I said So so anyways, yeah, and then he would get hard and he was like not letting us pass him. So at some point, like I downshifted and I just kept it at like higher RPM, and then I got next to him and then I was like and I just like passed him, and then I slowed down and I let him catch up, and he would like try to do it again, and I just like destroyed him. And like, you know, it's one of those things, like it would have been cool if he just let us pass him. And like, you know, he didn't let his ego kick in, then it would have been like, whatever, you know, the car passed me, you know. If he was in a car with his girl, he'd be like, whatever, babe, it happens. But if you're that dude who's trying to get like hard with your girlfriend in the car, and she doesn't want you, or she doesn't care, but then all of a sudden you try hard not to let a dude pass you, you look like much more of an asshole when you continuously get destroyed by some car you want her to pass. That was a good story. We got a lot of car stories.
I'll say we got a lot of
crazy car shit we've done. I still remember you weren't with me on this, and I wouldn't have done this because I never did anything really, really crazy with anybody in the car. Like my philosophy was, if I'm gonna do something stupid that has a high likelihood of death, like I don't want to kill anybody with me. So you did some shit with me, but it wasn't ever crazy. Like the crazy shit, like I did by myself, because I was like, if I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna kill myself. And potentially who's ever on the road with me. But that was never anybody with me because I was always passing people. But I remember that one time. Remember Juan?
Yeah.
Tony's cousin or some shit?
Yeah.
He bought that 240 SX. And it was riced out. Like, it had a body kit, and that was pretty much it. And he had not really driven that car for more than a week. And he wanted to go carve, like, the canyons with me. And
he had just seen Tokyo Drift, I think.
Yeah, you gotta see that. And so he wanted to go carve the canyons with me, dude. And we were going on the I-17 on the mountain roads. We were averaging, like, I only looked down and see the speed twice because I was so freaking going, like, scary. You gotta keep an eye on the road.
Yeah.
And I was going at least 100, 110 on that road. And he was keeping up with me, dude. I'm like, you don't even know what's in your car. Like, my car had upgraded brakes, had upgraded brake lines, had all the suspension, coilovers, had adjustable everything. The car was super low, everything. Had super grippy tires. My rear tires were 305s or 295s, something like that. Like, my rear tires were gigantic in the rear. They were extra sticky tires. I had a freaking roll bar. I had as many brake suspension components as you could put in that car, except for like 2 or 3 really, really pricey ones that really didn't do anything except give you better, more adjustability on the tire angles. And even then, that dude was keeping up with me. And that's saying he's got big balls, or he's saying he knows how to drive. And I think it's just he had big balls or ego, one of the two. And I just still remember that because I was like, to this day I think about that and I'm like, that was stupid. But because sometimes he was on the inner side of the road, which was the mountain face. And so if his tire was to lose grip and he slides and slams into my car could have just gone off the cliff.
So you could have died.
I could have just died. And I, like...
instantly died.
I should have not trusted him. But luckily everything happened. Everything's safe and... thank you, Lord.
Oh, dang. That cop pulled that guy over.
That's what I'm saying, man. You got to be careful.
That might be 2 cops, actually. Yeah, man. We got a lot of car stories.
Yeah, a lot of car stories. All you need this podcast should be. We got an hour.
Good.
We'll keep going. We'll do an hour. We'll do a set hour. anybody's like in traffic, they're probably like, man, these guys talk about some random stuff.
Well,
Once
that's
again,
what
we
it
try to
is.
stay on one topic, but it doesn't
It doesn't
end
work that way.
See, this is working out pretty well, dude. You thought I should tape the mic to like my t-shirt, like
I thought so.
like I could talk like this all the time, like
You can put it right here. It'd pick you up.
That'd be fine.
We get wireless
directly. No, dude, wireless fucks up the quality of the audio.
That might be true. All right,
You gotta
face
go
through
wired.
this car like you're the Vision. Face through 'em. You know how to do that, right?
My Ferrari doesn't though.
Oh.
Ferrari. Yeah.
So we're back to desert. We had a nice little area there that was mountainous, and we had some greenery.
Yeah, we got to the part where they had to dynamite through so they can make a road.
Yeah, I see that. Now we're back to desert.
Update: my right butt cheek hurts and my left doesn't. That's an update for you guys.
Sat going them.
No, it's good. It's good. It's all good.
You
Dude,
know.
come on. Okay, I'm going to say this right now. All of you guys that do not know how to drive, I'm going to explain this to you. The highway runs on a multiple lane system, and what the hell? And the left lanes are passing lanes, people. I'm going to teach this to you guys for those of you that don't understand. In the left lane traditionally is made for only passing the slow people on the right. And so there's people that travel on the left, and that happens only when there's too much traffic.
Yes.
But right now, people are driving on the left for no reason whatsoever, and you need to realize that the left is for passing. It is meant to pass people. If you were to go to Germany, is that where the Autobahn is?
Yeah, Autobahn.
I guess I would have to assume that based on the word Autobahn.
That's a lot of Mexicans in that truck.
Nice.
That's a shit ton of Mexicans in that truck. Jeez.
I think you should say you're Mexican before saying shit like that before people start.
People know I'm Mexican.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, that was literally... That's a good point you're making, but that was literally like 10 Mexicans in that truck. That truck could only hold 4 people.
back to my
That's
point.
amazing.
Back to my point before you get out of your racist rant. So, once again, left lane is for passing. And so, if you were to go to Germany and go to the Autobahn, they understand that there because there's no speed limit. And so, if you have a Ferrari going 180 miles an hour, they're going to be on the left lane because they're the fastest car. You people need to understand this on the road because this would make everybody's lives that much easier. This is why, if you pay attention when you're driving, semis usually stay on the right lanes.
Yeah.
Because they understand that they're going to be the slowest vehicles and people are going to pass them up. And they only travel on the left lanes when they're going to pass a car up. And usually it's a dumb SUV that doesn't know how to driving. So, once again, educational, left lane is for passing. I think the idea was originally to do that within the cities as well, but it gets so crazy busy in the cities that what's the point?
Yeah.
But you should probably be doing that in the city as well. Like there's people
If
that
you
just like to
can.
travel on the left lane for no reason. Like they're like, well, I'm just driving to the local diner, and I have no hurry to be there. Let me just get in the left lane because I don't have to turn at any point.
That's how they talk. I didn't
That's
know
exactly
they
how
talk
they
that way.
talk. I don't know where that came from.
Oh, cool. Steak prison.
Yeah, let's stop by. If it is an invite, pick one from the roster. Just be like,
Yeah.
what's up? What's it like in here? Maybe we'll just interview him for the podcast.
What if they'll let
Be
us
like,
do
I'm
that?
gonna put the mic. I'm gonna tape the mic to the phone that we have to talk through, and I'm gonna tell me how many times. Show me on this doll.
Oh,
That's a bad joke.
that's terrible. Rape, it happens. Don't let it happen to you. That should be the real hashtag. Don't let it
What
happen
is
to you.
this? A legacy? Subaru.
We should go to that prison and be like, hey, all right, guys, be honest with us. How many times has that movie Undisputed actually happened in here?
Dude, that is an understated movie. If you have not seen that movie, man, that movie back in the day when I was young and impressionable, maybe that was a problem, made me want to get into boxing. Have you seen, was it Wesley Snipes and who was the other guy?
Who was the other guy?
He's a big dude.
It's
Who
not
was
Vin Rames, was it? Was it Vin
Maybe
Rames?
it is. That movie is basically the story of like, that's like an unofficial story of Mike Tyson, right, supposedly?
Basically.
Like what was that the other guy's name? What was that other guy? Michael Raines, or what you say his
Oh,
name
Vin
was?
Rames.
Vin Rames was supposedly Mike Tyson, where he was like this big bad dude who was like a boxer, and he went in there and he like owned the jail because he basically beat the shit out of the biggest dude he could find. But inside the jail was this dude who was like super calm and would like to be in solitary, and it turned out that guy was like a boxer, right, or like a professional fighter or something.
Like
and like the big dude was supposed to be Tyson unofficially, was like trying to be an asshole, and he was trying to prove that he was the best. And somehow they managed. How did they talk that Wesley Snipes guy into fighting?
Weren't they gonna like kill his family on the outside or something?
No, his family I think was already good, because the whole reason, spoilers, the whole reason he was in jail was because he killed his wife.
Oh.
No, he killed the guy who was hooking up with his wife. That was the point. He was a boxer, and some guy was fucking his wife when he got home, and he was so like overcome with rage that he killed the guy with his bare hands. So his hands were illegal registered weapons or whatever, like some douchebags like to say. And so that's why he was in jail for life, because he killed the guy. And so I think they offered him something. I can't remember what they offered him.
Probably parole, right?
Well, I don't think he ever got out. He was in jail at the very end of the movie. But basically the movie was about like this boxer dude who fights this guy and you know, wants to prove that he's still like the undisputed, like most badass dude ever. And I think the guy who was supposedly, unofficially, allegedly, was Tyson in the movie, like went to jail because he beat his wife, like Tyson did, allegedly, supposedly.
I don't think that's allegedly. I think that's a proven
Was
fact.
that proven?
He did that, yeah.
Mike Tyson still talks about that though. Like he's like, I never touched her.
Oh, well.
Even though he went to jail, right? He went to jail for it.
Well, he went to jail for a few things. So.
Well, I think he went to jail, and I think that's why the movie came out. Like, I don't know if it's like the real true story, or if they just were like, "Whoa, what if this happened in jail? Why don't we make a movie about this?" I'm glad you did, assholes, because it was a good movie.
What if Street Fighter happened in jail?
Dude, Street Fighter was a dog shit movie.
Is that the prison?
Maybe.
Street Fighter the movie? Yeah.
Oh, that's a giant prison.
That's what I'm saying. That looks great. What is that? That has to be the prison, right?
I think so.
Some government base? Now that we're out here in the middle of the desert, we should go see the secret government base that's in the mountains.
Okay, maybe after the dragon.
Yeah? After Dragon?
Yeah.
Hey, look, there's a native on that U-Haul truck.
What?
There's a native on
That's
that.
fucked up.
Yeah, right? Move your stuff
Dry
across.
Lake. Ford Dry Lake? That's
Public
far away,
schools,
son.
man.
That's far away, son.
Public schools.
Far away. I'm driving. I'm holding a mic.
Looking at the
Trying
camera.
to keep eye contact with the camera.
Making sure it's recording, hopefully.
We don't know. I can't see it. I don't have a flip back screen. You know, that's one good thing I like about like not having the flip back screen, because I see a lot of YouTubers and they don't look at the camera because they're so focused on looking at themselves and make sure they're recording, or because they're assholes and they just want to look at themselves. That's why I like not having a flip up screen. But the downside about not having the flip down screen is that you have no idea if you're recording or not.
Yeah.
And when I'm recording, sometimes my angles are really off. Like why is that guy filming the cabinets that are behind him? Oh, that's why, guys, because I can't see what I'm filming. I'm assuming I'm filming myself. Oh, another reason I want to upgrade this camera, I didn't tell you earlier, different conversation, was because the newer version of this has a wider lens, so I wouldn't have to have it so far away from me.
Oh, that's good.
That's actually a good reason to have it. But I'm like, I don't want to drop more money on this channel,
It's not
man.
going to be all fish-eyed like the GoPro?
Yeah. And maybe we can steal Boski long enough to do like a quick podcast. Have him on a different one.
Could, maybe.
The guy has like
Depends.
weird lights on front of top of his house. Top of his car.
Probably a cop. Yeah. Oh, we got the UFC fight tonight. Maybe after Boski's we can steal him away and be like, hey,
So
let's go see this
UFC
UFC fight.
I'm getting hungry now. I got the second Quest bar here waiting for me though. Hey Quest, you want to sponsor me? Just saying, Quest. You want to sponsor me? You guys want to send me to Olympia for no reason and just meet people? My 3 subscribers? My 3 subscribers would really enjoy it if you guys showed it to me. They're like, what did you just do? I'm intentionally leaving that bar on the dash so I could warm it up and get it all gooey. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I like it when it's all gooey. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. That's
You know what I'm saying?
They're just throwing it in front of the camera and be like, look, I got Quest bars for days, homie.
I should do that. Quest, hook it up. Why you
Also-
gotta be stingy? Why you gotta sponsor these fake ass YouTubers? Oh, I just dropped shit.
Also,
oh,
I can't say this enough.
Shit just got
Reebok.
real. Shit just got real.
Reebok should also sponsor us.
Shit just got real. All of a sudden, my relationships with non-existent relationships with YouTubers just went out the window. Fly away, birdies. fly away.
Yeah, you're never gonna get email back now.
Fuck no. None of those dudes are getting back to me. And that, once again, was the reason for the second podcast, link below, as to why I feel like the YouTube community is dog shit. I get it, man. There's probably a lot of people that are getting a fuck ton of content. Like, there's probably YouTubers that are so popular that they're getting a lot of people that contact them. I totally get it. But I've gone through different channels for one YouTuber. Like, one YouTuber, let's say, one YouTuber. I've contacted them a million different ways, a plethora of ways, whether it's YouTube messages, whether it's tagging them on things, whether it's Instagram messages, whether it's posts on their YouTube videos, whether it's emails on their links on their YouTube, and they never got back to me. And that's the disappointing part.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, that's some fake ass shit where you're sitting there pretending to be this super positive person that likes to help people and blah 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 blah, stroke of the dick, and all of a sudden you don't even say, hey, sorry dude, I'm not interested, or hey, I can't do it, or I would love to but I can't, whatever. Like, at least answer or say no. But it's just like this imaginary doesn't answer me thing. It's not that I'm bitter. I think it's just and this is a topic that maybe we'll leave this podcast with. A YouTuber the other day made a video, and I'm not gonna say who it is because I don't want to put him or her on blast. A YouTuber made a video the other day talking about how people in YouTube are very negative about people selling stuff, that they're sellouts, right? And he or she, I need to be very careful with that, he or she made a very good point about how YouTubers, nobody gets mad at Tom Cruise when Tom Cruise is selling you like a perfume or a lotion, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't look at Tom Cruise and you're like, oh, he's a fucking sellout. He's selling me this thing he probably doesn't even use. Nobody does that. And why are they so harsh on YouTubers? And I thought to myself, I'm like, that's a really good point. That's a really good point. Why are people so harsh on YouTubers? You know what I mean? They're just making money. They got to make a living.
Yeah.
But then I thought about it some more, and I had a discussion with someone, and then I realized what the difference is. Because as a YouTuber, I'm not a fucking actor.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Because you watch my videos and you assume that who I am on these videos is who I am.
Yeah, it's who I am.
On
That's
my
what I was
channel,
saying.
that's who I am. And you can attest to that. Like, I'm a no bullshit kind of person. And so I am whoever I am on these videos. I'm not selling you shit that I don't believe in. I'm not sitting there stroking your ego and pretending like I am somebody I'm not. That's not what's happening on my channel. And so that's the key difference. I'm not an actor. And if you have that philosophy, you're basically telling me that you're an actor, that you're pretending to be somebody you're not on your videos. And maybe that's why I'm not as popular on YouTube as some of these other ones, because I'm not sitting here being like, look how positive I am, look how unconfrontational I am, look how happy I am all the time. I'm not. I'm a real person. I'm not happy all the time.
Yeah.
I'm I have two gears, people. I have two gears, and I had this discussion with Brittany the other day. I have two gears. I have goofy and stupid. That's one gear where I can just make fun of myself, and you see that in my editing. Mm-hmm. Like, I do a lot of stupid stuff just to get a laugh, because I feel like it's a lot of positive energy.
And then second gear is laying pipe down. Only 2 gears I got.
That's your second gear?
That's my second gear.
No, my second gear is intense as fuck. No. And so, like, if you know me personally, you know that I could just be intense as shit. And whether it's intense about lifting or intense about my feelings on things, like right now, like this, you could probably categorize this more as intense than anything else, because it's real and it's who I am, and I'm passionate about the things that I'm talking about. But in reality, you can't sit down and tell me that it's an act. Like, I'm not acting. This isn't like a persona. You get who I am, and that's what you get. You don't get a face. Like, there's a clear difference. Like, you look at the bro science guy, and you look at that guy, and
just what I was going to bring up.
That's a character. That's a guy. You don't expect. That's the same thing with comedians. You don't expect the things, this crazy, stupid shit that they say, to be the things they truly believe. They're just trying to do things for a laugh. Just like when I post stuff on my Instagram that may be a little risque for some people, it's not about, like, being risque and being raunchy. It's about the fact that if it gives one person a laugh on a shitty day, like if somebody's stressed out and somebody's angry, like, I want to put some good energy out in the world. And so if that one thing that I post that makes somebody laugh and maybe makes somebody break their negativity cycle or their bad day, it's worth it. It's worth it. I don't care about the likes. I don't care about the other stuff. Like, that's why I post stuff. And that's another reason why I post the motivational stuff constantly, because sometimes that's enough for people. That's enough for people to change their lives. That's enough for people to think about what they're doing and reconsider what they're doing, and maybe make decisions that put them on the road they want to be on versus the road they have to be on to maintain a lifestyle or the things they want to change because they're into negative things or whatever. Like, that's my thing, and that's once again like who I am. And that whole thing about putting up a front, man, that's not me. And that's another reason why I don't do these reviews where people want me to give them real positive reviews. Either it's a good product or it's not. Either it's a product that I feel like you guys will use or you won't. Period. I'm not going to sell you junk. That's another reason why I have a hard time and I resist taking on companies that are like, here, have this product code and we'll give you a kickback for every one that you sell. Like, that's just not me, man. Maybe that's why my channel's struggling, because I'm not a sellout, but
Maybe.
I can't do it. I can't do it. It's just my ethics. Sorry, I've been ramming for about an hour. Once again, intensity, gear number 2.
Hey, man, that's a good point, though. Like, when you see Tom Cruise, though, that's a good point. It's like, yeah, he's an actor.
Yeah.
That's why he's trying to make that money.
Yeah,
that's why he's an actor.
Exactly. Like,
if he didn't want to make that money, then he wouldn't be an actor.
Right. And another good point is, like, you don't know who Tom Cruise is. Like,
No.
I don't look at Tom Cruise selling me, like, Nivea lotion, and I'm like, oh, look, man, what's the guy's name in Top Gun?
Goose or
Like,
Murphy.
I'm not like, hey, it's Goose selling me Nivea. He uses Nivea. Like, I don't expect Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible or Top Gear, whatever. Top Gear. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't expect that Tom Cruise to be that guy. Like, I don't know who Tom Cruise is.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's about.
Yeah.
All I know is that he pretends like he likes Nivea lotion.
Mm-hmm.
No
Yeah.
affiliation with Nivea lotion.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. I agree with you.
That's my point.
That is a good
We
point.
didn't really get into as many video games and comic books and movies as I thought we would.
No, we might have to start doing one on my channel, too. Cover
Yeah, we
that.
should. Well, originally I was gonna like do more one-on-one, but
We hate people, so we can't find people.
no, I just the problem is like it's hard because it's like you and I are trying to both develop our channels, and while your channel is more successful than mine, as far as like subscribers,
No, I was just saying.
like you, it's really interesting the way it's breaking down because like your channel's far more successful than mine when it comes to subscribers, but like my subscribers, the little subscribers that I have, are a little bit
they're
more
interactive.
They're
with
more
you.
interactive. They're more vocal about what
I
they
have
like.
no idea what people watch. No idea.
It's really weird, and like I don't get a lot of likes or comments. That's my crying. But at the same time, like I get every once in a while, people show me some love via Instagram, or I know people are like I had one guy that I didn't think watched my stuff, and he tagged me like on a video, on a picture on Instagram the other day. He's like, "Oh, looking forward to seeing all my favorite fitness people at the Olympia," and I was like, "Oh snap! I'm not going to that. I feel bad."
You should have went to that.
Well, I was helping you move, mofo. If you guys haven't seen a vlog from me, it's because I was helping this mofo move.
That should have been a vlog.
I should have, but the problem that people don't realize is that when you're doing vlogs, like it takes that much more to do everything. Like you guys see me do workout videos, and where let's say, for example, a workout video would take me an hour to do. Like let me rephrase that. Where a workout would take me an hour to do, when I have to film it because of the way I do things, it's gonna add an extra 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I like to put cameras in different angles, and I like to give you guys different visuals and different stuff. Like, I don't like to be these cookie cutter YouTubers.
That's exactly why I was so mad when you cut out all my camera angles from that video. That's why I was bitching. I was like, I spent hours getting all these angles.
Hey, man, I was just trying to teabag you. You just didn't want to tell you.
I climbed on the roof.
But, like, that takes you a lot longer. And so vlogging and stuff, especially, like, your parents would be like, why is he taking so long and doing all these weird camera angles?
Well, you could have attached one to Steven.
That dude was
He
having a
would've died.
stroke.
Yeah, that would have been funny. That was
So-
that was his life. When he was breathing real hard, that was the pressure of his life getting
Oh,
to him.
snap, son, we're half tank.
Oh yeah, look at that cop hanging behind those bushes. Look at him. Look at him over there.
Yeah, man, we gotta be careful. Remember that on the way back. That's another reason we gotta think about too. We gotta think about like when we gotta gas up, because we're about to probably go into like further into the desert.
Further.
Well, I think this thing we're going to go see is further out into the desert.
Fuck.
So I think what we might do is just end this podcast here because it's already like an hour in. And while like I tend to listen to podcasts that are like long, like Ari's podcasts, like the Monday morning podcast about 45 to an hour, but like Ari's can be up to like 2 hours.
Jeez.
Rogan's is like consistently 3 hours.
Oh yeah, Rogan talks a lot.
Rogan's like,
I can listen to Rogan talk for 3 hours.
yeah, well,
not that I
Rogan's-
do, but
dude,
if
Rogan
he was
is
there, I
such
could
a
do
good
it.
interviewer. Like he went from a UFC comedian guy to like he is like better than most like DJs on radio. He's a really good interviewer. He had Neil deGrasse Tyson, and you're like, oh, he's not going to be able to hang with Neil deGrasse Tyson. Oh, no, he was hanging with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
He can easily do that.
I was like, Jesus.
I can, so going back to your earlier point, I think Rogan's the same guy he is on his podcast and stuff as he is in real life.
Yeah, because Rogan's pretty real about who he is.
Yeah, he's the same person pretty much all the time, I would say.
That's my point altogether. Like, I feel like I have a good... Not great, because I think you only get great when you know a person personally. But I feel like I got a good idea of who Rogan is because I've listened to like thousands of hours of it podcasts. Like he just hit like 700 podcasts. And while like I haven't listened to like most of them, I've listened to...
I'm getting tired of that guy in that Jeep.
Yeah, he's trying to act hard. I can tell you that like I went back when I first started listening to Rogan, and I went back and I listened to all the ones I hadn't, and it wasn't up until like 670 that I really stopped listening to every single one of them. Like I listened to a good 600 podcasts at 3 hours apiece. Like at that point you get a good idea of kind of who people are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why do you just slow down automatically?
He wants to go on a roll. It's like, all right,
just line up.
Yeah, just line up and go on a roll. Honk your horn 3 times.
Let me just get
the next podcast is going to be nothing but our car stars.
Right. Jeez.
Let's call it Midnight Wangan.
Midnight Wangan. Dude. If you guys are into cars and you guys want to see a cool Japanese car anime, go on YouTube and just go like Midnight Wangan.
Not initial D. Like
not initial D.
That thing is homosexual.
Midnight Wangan. So it's midnight. Of course, you know how to spell that. Wangan is W. Hold on, I'm trying to do this while I'm driving and talking. Wangan, W-A-N-G-A-N.
Yeah,
Wangan. Type that in. It's like I think it's subtitled because originally it was a Japanese anime.
Japan.
But it's good, man. It's good.
I know you're gonna be like, this is stupid. That's to do with cars. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that good.
It does, bro.
And that S30,
sure
that S30Z. I would love to build one of those. Like if I had more time, and of course more money. I would love
like
to
a shitload of extra money.
Like a shitload of extra money. Dude, because those cars only weigh like under 2,000 pounds when you strip them.
You just sent me a picture of one the other day, and I was coming home from work. One passed me by, dude.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's a sexy beast right there.
And Arizona's a good place to pick those up because there's no rust.
Yeah.
But those cars, if you strip them down to bare necessities, plus they don't have a lot of stuff in them. Like there's no like bare bones cars. If you strip them and put like a nice, powerful 200-300 horsepower engine in them, dude, they're fast enough. That's all you need. Like those cars, man.
That's just how it's gonna sound too just when like it's spooling up, just like that.
I miss turbo cars a little bit, man. My V8 is nice, but I miss turbo cars a little bit. Like I miss that kickback. Like when you're driving, it's like like I miss that.
Yeah, sure.
Did Mike ever give you a ride in his car?
Yeah, it was Mike's car.
That one had a nice kickback. Holla at your boy, Mike. Man, this car needs to be aligned. It's got leaning to the left.
Oh, I think it's really windy out here.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Talking about the bushes aren't even moving.
Yeah, no, they're moving. You can't see because you're moving. That's how that works. That wouldn't work.
Is that how it works?
Ghost Rider Bridge. What?
That's where he died.
I guess.
Went to hell, came back as a Ghost Rider. All right, ladies and gents, we're going to stop the podcast here. It's probably an hour in. Apologize if this is a little too long for you guys, but I kind of like it. And if you guys could, once again, all our social media is down below. Mm-hmm. Anything that I talked about video-wise, I'm sure I'll link it down below. I've been trying to be... I've been really good about re-listening to these and then getting all the links for the stuff I need and posting down below. All our social media, my social media, I'm trying really hard to get back on Twitter, but I'm not one of these people that likes to bitch about their life. So I don't have a lot of things like, oh, how long is this airport taking? Like I'm not that guy. But I try to like post stuff on Twitter that I don't post on Instagram because I feel
Jeep
like
again.
That Jeep does not like us. And maybe he's just trying to see what we're doing. And so
I can get him on the podcast right now too.
Yeah, no kidding. And so all our social media is down below. I'm pretty active on Instagram. I'm pretty active on YouTube for the most part. I try to have a certain schedule of videos out, but I need to be in a mood to film them and a mood to edit them because it's a lot of work. And so go ahead, Armada. I'll let you in, Pathfinder. Go ahead, buddy.
Fucking go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pass you then. I was gonna let you go.
Road
all
rage.
our social media is on below.
Below.
The distance.
Oh, below. Oh, okay.
Oh,
my
not
bad.
below. Like
I thought you said below.
I'll put a line up there, son. I'm still needing to wake up. So, yeah, all our social media is down below. I'll even link your channel. You need to get better on your editing game, son. You need to get better on your editing game and your upload game because they both are non-existent.
Editing. I did a lot of editing on the last video. What are you
your
talking
comic,
about?
your comic reviews and like your story explanations or whatever are pretty good. But I'm talking about like your gameplay stuff.
Oh no, well, yeah, I'll start trying to do that. I can.
Maybe
I finally,
what you probably need to
4
do is
years into this thing, finally figured out how to use
you
my.
haven't been doing it 4 years.
3
My
years.
channel's 4 years old.
Well,
What
you started after me.
I started before you.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
You look it up right now.
Not right now, but
Oh,
later.
okay.
Right now, later.
I was gonna say if I am right, I'm gonna smack you with this mic. I got a spare one. I could break this on your head and I'll be good.
I'll look it up. All right, keep talking while I look it up.
All right. Well, sorry guys, I was gonna stop this podcast, but apparently Ruben's gonna get smacked by the microphone on camera. I'm always down for that. So, all social media will be down below. Once again, questions, comments, let me down below. Wow. Let me know. I need food, guys. I'm sorry. And that quest bar is not getting any melty. Once again, all our comments, questions, post them down below, and we'll try to answer them. And once again, if you guys have topics that you guys would, and once again, I said this in the last podcast or video, like I say you guys, and that means women and girls, even though I think my viewer base is mostly dudes.
All right, I joined September 19th, 2011. All right.
All right, look at mine. Look at mine. Oh, this is gonna be tight, son. It's gonna be. I think mine's like July or June,
It's gonna be
2011.
real close.
So you started your channel a couple months after mine.
It's gonna be real close.
I thought it was like you were like years later.
No, dude, I'm telling you. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. What's it gonna be, guys? July 17th, 2011.
What was yours?
What? You're supposed to remember it, dude.
Oh shit. July 17th is mine.
Yeah.
You were both 2011. So July 17th and yours is what?
I think mine was September.
This fucking Jeep is trying to pass me again.
The Jeep don't like you.
Jeep don't like me. We should keep an eye on when we have to exit. You alright, buddy? You alright? Fucker. Give me a salty look.
September. Oh.
Ah!
Remember.
That's right, I win.
That's crazy. That's just by
Success!
That's literally just by like 1 or 2 months.
How is that? I thought yours was years later, dude.
No, I think I had said we were gonna do one, and by the time I actually got around to starting it and coming up with the name for it,
Oh, maybe that's what happened. Oh, one more thing before I let you guys go. I do want to apologize for some of you guys that are like very sensitive to like foul language. I use cuss words as like spacers, and so when I don't have anything, I feel like there should be no dead space. And so when, especially when I'm around you, I tend to use cuss words like as like middle ground spacing word.
I thought this was
It's like a filler.
less.
This was a less cussy one,
appropriate,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure. But every once in a while I see it slipping, and after I say it, I'm like, oh shit, like
It's
right
like,
there.
oh, that baby knows a new
This
word.
Jeep right here, once again, that we're passing again. Give me some
Oh, God.
salty ass look. I think he's seeing that we're like doing shit in here. He's like, what are these guys doing?
When he passes me up again, I'm gonna hold the microphone to him
You should.
and just drop it.
Just drop it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's construction. Please tell me it's not going there. All right, guys.
All right.
See you guys next time. Once again, thanks for watching. If you guys give it a like, hit a like. If you guys want to share it or tell people about it, tell people about it. The more interest we get in this, the more like I can see that there's interest, the more production value we can essentially try to do. But I think I like this. Like, we should take these on the road more often. We should take more road trips now that winter's coming.
Can do that.
Actually visit a place that's actually cold.
Yeah, California's gonna be cold right now. We're gonna get there. We're gonna be like, oh man,
Yeah, I got a
it's
Speedo on. It's
73
not gonna be
degrees.
cold. I'm prepared. I got a Speedo on. I'll be fine.
All right. We'll
All right.
see you guys next time.
Thanks again. See you guys next time.